On court today, Judge Simpson takes the bench, and a shocking assault allegation takes center stage.
I thought they had finally gotten you, Mr. Kilowald, but I realized that wasn't the case I was calling.
Sorry.
Court calls the case, People State of Michigan versus Raheem Smith.
Kirby on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sam Bernstein with and on behalf of Mr. Smith, seated to my right.
All right, very good. This is date and time set for preliminary examination. Are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may call your first witness.
Your Honor, the people would call Raven Hinton.
Please come forward to be sworn.
Solemnly swear affirm the testimony. First and last name is spelled for the record.
Raven Hinton, RAVENHINTON.
You may inquire.
Thank you. Ms. Hinton, do you recall April 28th of 2023?
Yeah.
And where were you that day? Okay. And do you know what city or township that's in? And do you know what county that's in? And you said you were at your friend's house. Was anyone else there with you?
She was there, Harmony was there, and her kids were there. I mean, it was different people there. Are you talking about when the incident happened, or?
Sure. When the incident happened, who was there?
Me, Harmony, and her two kids, Messiah and Mula.
Okay. And did you have anyone else that showed up to the home?
Yeah.
And who was that? Okay. And do you see Raheem Smith in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And can you tell me something he's wearing? And let the record reflect that this witness has identified the defendant as Raheem Smith.
Without objection, record shall so reflect.
And when the defendant came over to that location, where was he?
He was in the car.
And did you go out to the vehicle?
I went out to the vehicle.
And how do you know him?
That's the father of my child.
And did you get inside the vehicle? And what happened when you were inside the vehicle?
Started to hit me when I got in the car.
Okay, and when you say he started to hit you, where was he hitting you? Okay, in your face, and what side of your face? Do you recall?
I mean, he was in the driver's side of his face, and then I got in the car.
And do you recall how many times he hit you?
Just once, and he grabbed my hair. And
Okay.
I opened the door and got out.
Okay, and what happened when you exited the vehicle?
I had dropped all my stuff on my purse on the ground.
If you need to take a moment, you can. May I approach for a second, briefly?
Yes, you may.
I dropped all my stuff on the ground, like my cards and stuff. And when I was bent over, he kind of ripped the engine up like he was gonna hit me. Like I was facing the driveway. Kind of ripped the engine up. But he was gonna proceed to hit me, but he didn't. And I ran up to the porch to knock on the door. Harmony let me in, but it was locked. And he came on the porch and started fighting me.
Okay, and when you said he came on the porch and started fighting you, what does that mean? Did he grab you? Did he hit you?
Yeah, he grabbed me, he punched me, he was fighting me. And I got away before Harmony opened the door. And when she came out, she seen that me and him had been in a fight. I ran into the backyard and then I came back around to the front. and she was upset that he had came back to her house.
Okay. And at that point, did he leave you alone?
He was still in the yard, like he wouldn't leave, and that's where Harmony got upset at because it was her home and he was on the grass. Actually, he pulled up to the porch. That's how close he was when he jumped out to fight me. He pulled his car on the porch, and that's why she came outside upset because the car was on her whole lawn.
Okay. And at any point, did you give the defendant permission to touch you in that way?
No.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right. Cross-examination.
You saw that Harmony was upset. What about her led you to believe that she was upset?
She was upset because this was our second time fighting at her home. He had came here earlier in the night and fought me inside her home, and it was broken up. And he left and came back at 6 o'clock in the morning, and this is when the incident happened. So she was upset that he came back to her home.
Was she visibly angry at that time?
Yeah, she was angry.
What could you tell about her that makes you think she was visibly angry?
I mean, she was yelling, she was going off to get off her property. I mean, we're all friends, or like we all know each other, so she was upset with him for riding his car on her lawn.
What was she yelling?
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Excited utterance.
Sustained.
How long was she yelling for?
And the whole incident, it was a argument, like, she was yelling, "Ted, get off my yard, leave."
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Okay. She didn't call for their response. All right.
Okay, I didn't ask a question, Your Honor, of course. What was she doing with her body language at that time?
I mean, what do you mean?
Like, what was she doing with her hands? What was she doing? Where was she walking?
She was walking towards him, and she was upset. She was telling him to get off her lawn. She was cussing him out. She picked up the brick. She did all that. She was upset, and I told her to put the brick down. She put the brick down.
You said she picked up a brick?
Yeah, but she didn't hit his car because I told her to put it down and to come up because I seen that he was in the state of.
How long after Raheem got there did she pick up the brick?
After he fought me twice. Got back in the car and was still on her lawn with the car.
How long did she have the brick in her hands for?
Probably about 30 seconds. It's a brick. Like, if you're not gonna hold a brick for.
You think it was in her hands for 30 seconds? When she had the brick in her hand, what else was she doing?
She was aiming when she was gonna throw it at the car, but I told her to put it down. She didn't.
When you say that she was aiming like she was going to throw it at the car, what do you mean?
Like, she had the brick in her hand, like she was gonna throw it at the car.
Could you demonstrate the actions with your hands?
I just did that.
Okay. Like, you're saying she had the brick in one hand and she was pointing it like that?
Yeah, it was like basically over her head. That's why I said 30 seconds, because who can hold a brick over the head that long?
I don't know. So she had the brick over her head for a little bit,
Yeah,
and she was doing that while she was cussing him out.
yeah, because he was still on her lawn with his car, pulled up to her front porch.
Was she standing in the same spot while she had the brick in her hand?
What do you mean standing in the same spot?
When she had the brick in her hand, did she stay in one spot or did she move somewhere else?
She was standing in front of the car with it. And
How?
I said standing, I didn't say walking.
Okay. So she's standing near the car with the brick over her head?
Right.
And how close does the car does she come with the brick?
She doesn't even, she drops it behind her back, so she doesn't even throw it when I tell her to put it down.
So you were yelling at her while she had the brick in her hand?
I was yelling at both of them. I was telling him to leave and get out of the property, and I was telling Harmony to put the brick down and come inside her home.
So you're trying to diffuse the situation, is what you're saying?
Right, that's why I even went outside in the car with him, because he was telling me that he was pulling up to her house and it was I better come out and this and that, and I didn't want to bring anything to my friend's home, but it's not my home, and he knows that.
Okay. Did Harmony ever, did she touch Raheem? Did she kick his car door?
She did,
How did she kick his car door?
with her foot.
Okay. And when did she do that in the interaction?
After she dropped the brick, she was upset because he still was sitting there and he wouldn't move. She was on the phone with her mother as well as me talking to her. Her mother was trying to calm her down and I was trying to calm her down, but she was upset. And after she dropped the big brick, she wouldn't kick the door and then she did hit him.
And she did hit him?
Yeah, through the window.
How did she hit him through the window?
I mean, like, I don't know if it connected, but she threw her hand, she kicked the door, threw her hand in the window.
Okay. Like was it a punch? Was it a slap?
I mean, it was like through the window, like.
Are you saying that her hand went through the window, but you couldn't see it after it went through the window?
I was following her to the porch and she was at the door. of the
Okay.
car, and they were on the line. I'm telling you that her arm went in, I don't know if it was closed, open, but she kicked the door and put her hand in the car to swing on him because he's still at this point where she had a brick, I'm telling him to leave, everybody's telling him to leave, he's still sitting there. So she's frustrated because this is, again, her home with her 2 children in the house, and he knows that.
Okay. Did she try to hit him through the car once or twice?
One time, I said once.
Okay. After she tried to hit him, were you still yelling?
Yeah, I was yelling at him to leave the whole time.
How far away from the car were you at that
Also,
time?
people across the street who he knows was telling him to leave as well.
How far away from the car were you when you were talking to them?
I was on the porch. I was close enough to the porch, and I was telling Harmony to come on the porch so we can go inside. And I was on her way there. We were going to handle it however we needed to, so it wouldn't have had to go this way for nobody.
How far is the porch from the car?
At this point, he backed up to like the curb, like close to the curb. Like he was up on the porch when he pulled up initially to come, and he backed up like to the curb, like, but he was still in the grass,
Okay.
still on the line.
So he,
Like halfway in the driveway, halfway on the grass.
is this while she has the brick in her hand?
Yeah, that's what's at this point, because he backed his car up a little bit, but he still didn't pull off her line, he still didn't pull off her property, and her 2 small children were in the house sleeping. This is his second time coming and doing something at her home.
Can you estimate how